In those days, government overreach was at an all-time high. Eric Holder was the attorney general. Remember, he called himself Obama's wingman? He did all the dirty work, like labeling Fox News reporter James Rosen a criminal co-conspirator so he could monitor our phone calls and emails. And when this story blew up, all the major news organizations sided with Fox, the AP, the New York Times, even CNN. That scheme was so twisted that even Eric Holder himself apologized a year later.
What's the one decision you made that you wish you could do over again?
I think that I think about the subpoena to the Fox reporter, Rosen. I think that I could have been a little more careful in looking at the language that was contained in the filing that we made with the court. He was labeled as a co-conspirator. It was something that we had to act upon, and why we put in place this review of the way in which we interact with the media.
To Holder's credit, the Department of Justice made some changes after that, making it much harder to target members of the press. But apparently not hard enough, because today, a brand new bombshell dropped in the case of Ashley Biden's diary. And if you haven't been following this story, the journalists at Project Veritas got their hands on what they believe is a copy of Ashley Biden's private diary. And the diary is real. Over the weekend, the New York Times confirmed it. Quote, Ms. Biden had, in fact, kept a diary. The diary's highly personal contents, if publicly disclosed, could prove an embarrassment or a distraction to her father. So for those of you guys keeping track at home, Hunter's got a diamond from some sketchy Chinese guy. Joe Biden really is the big guy, and Ashley Biden's diary is real. Now, we don't know exactly what's in the diary. We've heard some things, kind of ugly, but it seems like the entire national security apparatus is working overtime to prevent that story from coming out. You don't believe me? Just watch this video. Last November, FBI agents raided the homes of 3 Project Veritas journalists reporting on the story at 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning, busting down doors, confiscating computers, cell phones. These people were terrorized. And maybe that's the point. Because we learned today, long before that raid, prosecutors already had access to Project Veritas's email system. They sent a subpoena to Microsoft, essentially tapping into the system. And then they slapped Microsoft with a gag order so nobody could find out. You'd think most journalists would be curious about what's inside this diary. They would be if it was Ivanka Trump's diary. So where's the Associated Press? Where's the New York Times? Where's CNN?